Hey guys, welcome to a special Checkerboard Chat. This is Trenton Duffer. That's Rob Harvey. We're not going to talk about football today.
Hallelujah!
Thank goodness we can finally get away from there. But we are going to talk about men's basketball. I have a roster here.
I love me some basketball. Let me tell you.
I do too.
I love it.
I really
love
do.
it.
And I've never been one who really got into Tennessee basketball. I know the Wayne Chisholm days and
those were some good days.
those were some good days.
Whenever his headband came off, it was game over. His headband, which was sitting perfectly on his head. I don't know how it didn't fall off more often, but when it'd fall off, he'd be game over.
Yeah, and that. So I do remember those days, but I'm getting back into the swing of things. Rob and I will both be covering men's basketball this year.
Except for Friday night.
Except for Friday night. We won't be there.
One of us won't be there.
One of us won't be there.
And
I'll be covering a high school football game, playoff game in Alcoa. So Rob will be there. So follow.
He does it all for the money, people.
No, not all for the money. I love my job. Rob will be covering the game. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. Make sure you follow him.
I need more followers, people.
Yeah, follow him on Twitter. He has 300 followers?
I don't even have that many. It's
sad,
sad,
come on.
man.
Your Twitter game's weak, bro. I hit 520.
I
I hit 520 the other day, and I was like, whoa, where do I go from here? If I ever hit 1,000, then
it's game over, man.
I quit,
game
man.
over. If I ever get verified,
Oh my God, that's goals. Anyway, okay, follow Rob on Twitter and follow the Daily Beacon Sports
at Rob M. Harvey and then at
UTK Beacon Sports. Yeah. So make sure you follow both of those for updates. And then you just heard from our women's basketball beat writers, David and Tyler. Follow them at.
Make sure you check that one out if you haven't watched it yet. Watch that one first, so you can tell how minor league, Bush League, that one is compared to this one.
Oh yeah, Bush League.
Bush League.
Oh, not Bush League. They tried.
I'm just kidding.
They did good.
Wamos was wearing a Mets hat,
Oh, the poor Mets. Okay,
the Cardinals, baby.
We need
basketball.
Yeah, basketball. Let's talk about basketball. So, would you say there's a lot of newcomers on this year's team?
Oh my God. I don't think people have asked Rick Barnes that enough. How many?
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's see here.
It's 13.
I'm going to look at this roster here. Are there
13 freshmen and sophomores? Yeah.
And there's 16 players on.
Yep.
No, there's no way that's right.
Well,
hang on.
Yeah.
So Jordan Bone's new. Lamonte's new. Okay, so that's 2.
Yeah.
3.
All right. Let's
3,
count the
4.
Let's count the non.
I know y'all are very entertained
sophomores.
by our counting
right
so
now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 3. There's
no.
Robert Hubbs is a senior.
Robert Hubbs, Admiral.
No, I'm talking freshmen and sophomores. 13.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You said 13 newcomers.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, so 13 freshmen and sophomores on this team.
All right, yeah, that makes more sense.
And then the seniors are senior Robert Hubbs,
senior Lou Evans, who is new,
redshirt senior. Yeah, so he's new.
I think he's a graduate senior. You know how they play that 1 year. Mm-hmm. I think Barnes said he'd never done that before.
And then Detrick Mostella is
Dietrich.
Is it Dietrich?
It's Dietrich.
Is it Dietrich?
Actually, he prefers in our public speaking class to be called DJ, but I don't know about that one. I don't know if I'd call him DJ.
Okay, well, Mostella's he's a junior, so
he's an interesting guy.
He is an interesting dude. I've never really.
He's a very fun person to interview.
I've listened to some of his interviews, and he seems like a pretty interesting guy. But one of the main concerns that I'm seeing just by looking at this roster and just from what I've gathered at practice, post play is going to be hit and miss with the Vols this year.
I agree. I think
you've got Kyle Alexander, who's 6'10". You've got John Fulkerson, who is 6'7", and then
Lou Evans is 6'7" as well.
Yeah, Lou Evans is 6'7".
But and here's my thing too. You think 6'10"? Oh, they got sus. Yeah. Kyle Alexander's 218 pounds. It's 6'10". He literally looks like a stick. I think I could
he really does.
break him with my knee. And then you've got Fulkerson, who's 6'7", 203. Mm-hmm. He's not fit for a center. He'll play power forward. Mm-hmm. So I think they started in the exhibition game. They had an exhibition game against Slippery Rock last Thursday. I was there to cover it. They started Lou Evans at power forward and Alexander at center. But I think what they'll end up doing just depth-wise is rotating Alexander and Lou Evans at center and having Fulkerson. You have Grant Williams, who he's just 6'5", but he's 234 pounds, and Admiral Schofield, who's 6'5", but he's 238. I think you have them rotate in and out in power forward. I think that just makes the most sense. I think you think, oh gosh, they're going to have 2 6'5" guys playing power forward. Yeah. Those guys are big and bulky, and they can get rebounds. Admiral is one of the strongest people.
He really is.
He can get a lot of rebounds. What he averaged? He averaged
what was it last year?
He averaged 4 rebounds a game, but he didn't even
he didn't play.
Yeah, he didn't play as nearly as enough. Like I think he could average 7 or 8 rebounds a game.
He could. I could see that. And I know you mentioned Grant Williams.
Grant looked good.
I really enjoy watching Grant Williams.
He had
play.
4 blocks in that exhibition game.
Yeah,
and it wasn't like kind of just tipped it. It looked like he was playing with a beach ball out there. I mean, he was just. And Kyle Alexander had 6 blocks.
Yeah.
And I know. I mean, it was slippery rock.
Yeah.
Okay. They at the end of the game they had 7 players out on the court, because that's all they had left, not out on the court. That'd be weird, but they had 7 players left because 3 had fouled out, and that was all they had.
That was I remember you saying something about that. That was rough, but I really like Grant's play. He's a very physical player, and like he's 6, and like you said, he's 6'5". But he's 234. When he came here, I believe he was listed at 6'7", 230. So
he shrunk.
He shrunk 2 inches, but he gained 4 pounds.
I don't know how that happened.
He gained 4 pounds, but he gained muscle.
Yeah,
it's not just
all
4
muscle.
pounds of muscle. Like he lost weight and then gained a lot of it back. And he's a pretty tough looking dude. Like I wouldn't want to fight him.
I think. Just going off position-wise, the strongest position is probably the shooting guard. I know they don't call it shooting guard. I know.
They call it guard.
Yeah, check out our preview, by the way. This made me think of this. It'll be in the paper. It'll be in paper tomorrow or Thursday. And it'll be online. It is already online. Check it out now. So just check it out. But I noticed they put wings. Like, I always am like old-fashioned where it's like shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, and point guard. Like, I don't like the wings. But I think shooting guard is probably like where they are the strongest because you have Mostella, who's has played for, this will be his 3rd year playing, and he's played a significant amount of time. Yeah. You've got Shimbari, who he played a lot last year, and he had to play point guard because they just didn't have anyone. But I saw a quote where they expect him. They said he could be one of the best perimeter defenders in the SEC this year. Which
Shimbari?
Yeah, Shimbari.
Wow.
The associate head coach Rob Lanier said that. So I thought that was really interesting. It kind of surprised me. And then you've got the 2 freshmen in Jordan Bowden, who he could be a stud. He could really be a stud, I think. And then Jalen Johnson as well.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson's 6'5". I mean, that's pretty good size for a shooting guard.
What, Bowden's 6'3"?
Yeah, 6'3".
So I think size is obviously an issue, but like depth right there, and those guys like Bowden, just the size of him too. He's kind of a bulkier guy. Bowden and Jalen Johnson can play small forward too. But I think that's just like the most like lockdown position where you're going to have a lot of depth. That's the thing they're going to have this year that
they are.
They did not have last year. Last year they were lucky to play 4 guys off the bench every game. Now they can play like 6 guys off the bench, like 6 or 7 even. Yeah. Like it's not like they can rotate 13 guys in and out of the lineup, and you can even. The 3 walk-ons. Brad Woodson played last year, so he has game-time experience. And, Lucas Campbell could come out there and play. I don't know about Fleshman. He had 4 points in the exhibition.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. I remember seeing that stat line.
But, I think depth is going to be a huge thing for them this year. And I think that's why they'll be better than they were last year, even though, they lost my man Kevin Punter.
Oh, KP.
I love me some KP. He was a stud. He was so good.
What's he doing now?
Playing somewhere. Somewhere international.
Is he in the D-League?
No. He's international.
Okay.
Just because of his foot, I think.
That's right.
It just really kind of set him back. But, I think overall the talent level is better this year.
Yeah, I agree. And I like the point guard position personally.
I do too.
You got Jordan Bowen, Lamonte Turner, Quay Parker. All 3 of them are just ready to go.
Shimbari can play it too. And he played Shimbari it last year if they need. But, I agree. I really like Quay Parker. I think. I think I forgot who it was. Somebody said, no matter what, like he's out on the court, something's going to happen, whether it's good or bad. And if they can like minimize the bad things, because he is just flying down the court every single time. It's not it's pretty pretty fun to watch him play. Yeah, and he's quick, and he's got like mad dunking skills. Like, they're ridiculous. Seriously, look him up on YouTube, Quay Parker. He is like. Yeah. Oh, it's insane. KWE Parker. Like, the kid is... I talked to him at Media Days, and he said he has this Scoop 360. And I've watched it on YouTube, and it's just like, oh, God. You sit back and just marvel at it. And Jordan Bowen's really good, too. I watched him. He played against where I went to high school. He played against them. And he, just watching him play from in high school, He's really good. He knows how to play point guard, I think, and that's what Barnes likes about it. I think he'll start in the first game. I think he'll start.
Really?
He started in the exhibition. I just feel like they'll start him out there because he is just like the most like point guard ready. Like he is what a point guard should look like.
And he's also like really quick.
He's very quick. He made a little move in Slippery Rock that I thought like he exploded towards the hoop, like blew past his guy, and then there was a guy in front of him, and he faked the guy out of his shoes and then laid it up. It was a really nice play.
Yeah, but Bone and Parker, I know Barnes said that they were the two true point guards on the team. And I asked Quay what that meant, what a true point guard was, and he said it's somebody who puts his teammates first, doesn't always have to, shoot and makes the pass. And I feel like Lamonte Turner he's going to be that option for a scoring point guard.
Yep.
When you want somebody on the court who can, score at will, then you're going to want to put in Lamonte Turner. But if you want a true point guard in there, Bone and Parker are definitely.
And I think Lamonte will play.
Options.
I think Lamonte will play a lot of shooting guard. I think that's another person who could play at that shooting guard. I think he has a very good shot, so they want to get him open. He can and he can drain threes. He can nail them, and so I think they're going to want to get him open. Yeah,
they really are, and like we've talked about this already, but like the youth and the depth, like that's like they go hand in hand because like this year probably not going to be anything major. Like
they're not. They
no SEC crowns this year or anything crazy like that.
But continue.
But in the next year, maybe like 2 years or so, like this team could be a legitimate threat to, I'll say, win the SEC.
I could see it.
I'm not going to predict.
Barnes is a great coach, so I could definitely see it.
He really is.
What do you think about 13th, like projected 13th in the SEC?
Yeah.
I think that's a little ridiculous.
So Missouri was projected to finish 14th, and Missouri is one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen, and Tennessee is 13th, and I don't agree with that at all.
I said my predictions that I think they'll be in I could see them in 7th or 8th even. Yeah. I said that I could see them anywhere from 7th to 10th. I don't think they go anywhere above or anywhere below that. Because there are some pretty poor teams in the SEC.
There are. I mean, you've got your mix of you've got Arkansas, who's pretty good, Florida, Texas A&M, of course, Kentucky.
Kentucky's good.
Ole Miss is going to be halfway decent.
Ole Miss has got a couple transfers that are pretty good.
LSU will be dirt.
Vanderbilt will be bad. Vanderbilt has
dirt.
Nobody. Honestly, that makes me so happy.
Oh, it does me too.
After
Tennessee lost the 2 regular season games last year, and then
not even fan wise, it's Vanderbilt. I hate that they got rid of Kevin Stallings solely because he was such an easy guy to you just hated him. You just hated him, and now they got that.
Where did he go? Did he go to Pitt?
Pitt? Yeah, that's what I want to think. That's what I want to think. Because Jamie Dixon left Pitt. But you've got, what's his name? Bryce Drew. He seems like a good guy, and I'm I hate that.
You don't want to beat Bryce Drew. You're just come on.
I think
Come on, I don't want to beat you.
I think Vanderbilt and Georgia Tech should have switched coaches because Josh Pastner is now Georgia Tech's coach, and want to talk about a man you cannot stand, man. That guy rubs me the wrong way.
Golly, I actually don't know that much about him, but
he's a little punk.
Is he?
He's a
really?
little punk. He's the reason Tennessee and Memphis don't play anymore because he was wanting it to be a neutral site game, and he was crying about it because he wouldn't. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad news.
But I guess moving on now into predictions, we won't give away our actual records because we will save that for our basketball preview that comes out tomorrow in print.
56-0.
56-0. That's what it is. Can you imagine? What if?
That's not. That could never happen.
Well, yeah, they can't go 56, but what if they didn't lose a game at all? That's just
56-0. They're not losing. Lou Evans is averaging 50 points a game.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I think. No way.
I'm thirsty. But so overall, I think that they get around the 20-win mark. I won't say they get right at 20 wins. I won't say more than 20 wins.
Okay,
around that mark, I'd say between read our predictions in the
well,
paper
I kind of want to break the rule and say what my prediction is.
Okay.
Because you said 18.
Okay.
You said 18 wins.
I said 18.
And people, I can already not to name any names, but I know a bunch of people are about to freak out when I say this.
Yeah.
But I had them at 19 wins.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about the team. I think, and this is not even like, because like obviously we're not fans.
Yeah.
Like this is just like I really think this team could. Yeah. I mean, it is a very, very bold prediction. Let me say this. It is a very, very bold prediction. However, I feel like Donald Trump right now, and kind of President-elect Donald. But I feel like I feel that they have the potential. I don't know if they will. Yeah. I think it is a stretch, but the reason I said 19 wins is because I think they have the potential to possibly win 19 games.
Yeah, I
don't really think. I don't know. Yeah. But I think they have the potential to possibly do that.
Well, I mean, just a quick rundown of the schedule. We won't go by game or anything, but you've got teams like Chattanooga. That's
Chattanooga SEC Network Plus.
Yeah, Chattanooga, which is likely going to be a loss.
Let's be honest here. Being from Chattanooga, I know a lot about that basketball team. They're good. They're really good.
Yeah, this year Chattanooga's legit.
Tennessee's an under. I mean, Tennessee Chattanooga should be favored in that game.
They should be.
But the Maui Invitational is going to be interesting.
It's going to be awful.
You've got Wisconsin, Georgetown, Oregon. There's some other teams on the other side of the bracket that are pretty good. They might not finish in last solely because Chaminade's alwals in it. Yeah. So
we got your boys from Georgia Tech coming in.
Yeah,
here.
I know.
That'll be
pumps me up. Josh Pastner, man.
Got Vols going to North Carolina for a home and home. This year.
That'll be. I mean, North Carolina will probably beat them pretty bad.
Oh yeah,
but. It'll be good experience for those young guys, you know.
Week before Christmas, Vols play Gonzaga
in Nashville. Yeah, that's interesting.
SEC opener on December 29th.
You know what's a trap game though, and there is no doubt in my mind they're losing this game at ETSU.
Really,
they're losing that game. ETSU brings in all these like junior college and like not even junior college, but like college transfers for their last season. Last year, Tennessee they were down by 12 to ETSU with 8 minutes left and had to come back and beat them at home. I just think that's a real trap game in Johnson City against an ETSU team that I know has gotten a lot of transfers again this season. I think that I know them and the Mocs are kind of 1-2 in the SoCon. So I don't know. I feel like that's a trap game for them, especially being at ETSU. That's what makes it a trap game.
Yeah, and I mean just Chattanooga and ETSU. I mean you lose both of those games and that's tough.
The state will judge you for that one.
But SEC opener December 29th against Texas A&M. SEC home opener won't be until January 3rd against Arkansas, which Tennessee can win that game.
Yep.
Going to Florida, South Carolina at home, Vandy, Ole Miss on the road.
I mean, obviously, we need to be talking about the Final Four here down in Glendale.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
I mean, that's where they're going to end up.
Oh, totally. Good Lord.
Can't even say it with a straight face.
Let's see, and then you got Kentucky at home, January 24th. That'll be fun considering Tennessee beat Kentucky at home last year.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Kansas State in the SEC Big 12 Challenge on January 28th.
Why can't they play Texas?
I don't know. I wish they would.
I want them to play Texas.
I know.
I really do.
They travel to Bruce's house January 31st.
We should have brought Bruce in here.
Should have. I wish. They go to Kentucky February 14th. Valentine's Day, they'll get their hearts broken.
Who will get their hearts broken?
They got Johnny Joe. They go into Johnny Jones's house on March 1st.
Can we not even talk about Johnny Jones?
That man wouldn't surprise me. Johnny Jones is coach at LSU.
Johnny Jones is an absolute terrible coach.
It wouldn't surprise me if he was fired by that time.
But that's the thing, though. They're never going to fire him, and I don't understand. He had Ben Simmons, Tim Quarterman. You had Blakeney. Blake. I don't know how to say it. I've heard Blakeney.
Yeah, I think so.
And then you had Hornsby too at the point, and they didn't even make the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
what's wrong with you? What
bad.
The heck is wrong with you then?
Yeah,
I could have coached that team to a NCAA tournament bid.
Then the season regular season's over March 4th against Alabama at home. SEC tournament starts in Nashville March 8th. Tennessee, if they have that 7 or 8 seed, who knows? Who knows what they can do? I mean, I thought they'd lose to Vanderbilt in the second round last year, and
what a game!
They beat Vanderbilt, and then LSU beat them. And I thought maybe they'd beat LSU. So who knows? And then of course you got Selection Sunday.
Don't think they'll
March
be
13th.
About that,
I don't think they will either. But who knows? Tennessee.
Yeah, who knows? They could shock the world.
Final predictions. I think Tennessee makes the NIT. I think they can make the NIT.
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so.
If they don't this year, then I think next year is definitely the time that things start getting really
Things
interesting.
there will definitely be improvements this year. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Definitely be improvements.
And make sure you come to games because dunks are going to be plenty this year.
Oh, yeah. No, you got to show up like 45 minutes early because then
Yeah.
that's when the dunk show
Yeah.
happens.
Oh, and they got the Globetrotter pants this year.
Yeah, the stripes. They brought them
man.
back. The orange and white stripes.
Oh, the candy striped. Oh gosh, it's gonna be amazing. So make sure you show up to warm ups. Follow Rob Harvey on Twitter. Follow Beacon Sports on Twitter. Follow David Bradford, Tyler Wumbles, and me on Twitter.
And Altaf Nanavati,
Nanavati.
our digital producer.
Follow all of us.
He knows
on
everything
Twitter.
about basketball. He'll be tweeting basketball like crazy. Basketball and the New England Patriots. That's all he knows, man.
That's all he knows. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back on Sunday to talk football. Okay, real quick, just like 10 seconds. Think Tennessee wins on Sunday?
Yes.
Or Saturday?
And I think the spread, like the spread's 13.5. I think I would take them with the points.
Yeah, I like Tennessee winning 27-10 on that day.
I think 35-10.
35-10. I could see it. All right, well, anyway.
John Kelly, man.
John Kelly. John Kelly is a man. So thank you guys again for watching. We'll be back on Sunday. This is Trenton Duffer. That's Rob Harvey. And we'll see you guys then.